In this video, I'm going to be ranking the best power forward cards right now in NBA 2K25 Myteam on a tier list here ranging from S that does go all the way down to D tier, and we have about 40 to 45-ish of the best power forward cards in this entire game. So I want you guys to let me know in the comment section down below what two power forwards are you guys currently rocking on your squad, and of course, let me know what you guys would change about my power forward tier list. But looking at the first power forward is going to be Invincible Kristaps, and I would say Invincible Kristaps is an easy S tier card. When it comes to the power forward position, I mean, he's seriously one of the new best power forwards in this entire game. We're talking about a 7'2" power forward card with a 7'6" wingspan, the 99 stats because he's an invincible. He has 12 legend badges, including some really good shooting ones: Deadeye on legend, Limitless on legend, set shot specialist, shifty shooter. Incredible to have those badges. And then he also does have an amazing jump shot. They gave him a whole new jump shot. He's got the Andre Drummond base, Benedict Mathurin upper on very quick timing. It's a great release, and also does have Pro 2 fade and almost the best sigs in the game. Like, he is missing the Steve Francis size up, he's missing the tray behind the back, but besides that, everything else is top tier on this Kristaps card, and I would say he's easily a top 5 power forward in this game. So I do believe he's going to be in my S tier. Now, talking about dark matter Hakeem, at this stage of the game, guys, Hakeem's jump shot's just not up to par with some of the other better power forwards in this game, and realistically, I'm going to throw this card in C tier. He's not amazing in my personal opinion. 100 overall Shaq. He's going to go in A tier, not because he's not a top tier power forward. He is 100% one of the better power forwards in this game, but I like to keep the S tier to only the top 5 cards at that certain position, so I don't think 100 overall Shaq is a top 5 power forward. When we have Invincible Shaquille O'Neal to talk about here in a second, that's obviously going to be a much better card. So 100 overall Shaq, one of the better power forwards in this game. He's an absolute force in nature, has a really good jump shot and decent dribble sigs for a card that is 7'1" with a 7'7" wingspan at the power forward position. Now, talking about 100 overall Giannis, this is another, to me, A tier card. Is he as good as his Invincible? No. And am I only including this card because he can only play power forward? Yes, because if you wanted to include the Invincible on this list, he's going to have the same wingspan, same height. But the thing about this 100 overall Giannis is I know a lot of people have this card or wanted to use a Giannis card that's a lot more affordable, but you can only run him at the power forward position. That's why he's on this tier list, and I do think he is a top tier power forward. Even though he's not as good as his Invincible, the jump shot's still really good in my opinion. Pro 2 fade is nice, and the sigs could be better, but they're also not that bad. I mean, this card is extremely good defensively, one of the best defenders in this entire game, just because of the animations that Giannis gets, and I feel like he's a great spot up shooter, he's a great slasher, and he can handle the rock a little bit, drive to the basket when he needs to. So I do think Giannis is an A tier power forward card. Talking about 100 overall Kristaps, also going to be an A. I feel like Miles Turner also going to be an A. These are like upper echelon power forwards, but aren't in the top 5 in my opinion, but are very good. Like Miles Turner, they gave this card incredible dribble sigs. Like, some of the best sigs in the game are on this Miles Turner card, who's a 6'11" power forward, 7'4" wingspan, 99 every single stat, every single Hall of Fame defensive badge, has a pretty good jump shot. It's not like the best big man jump shot in this game, but I would say it's very solid. He's also got the Pro 2 fade, he's got the best dribble style, he's got the best escape, he's got the best behind the back in this game, with a very good size up in Darius Garland. And yeah, I mean, this card is just great offensively because of his sigs, his Pro 2 fade, and also his jump shot. And then we know Miles Turner gets great defensive animations. I feel like these 4 power forwards are easily going to be in that A tier category. Talking about dark matter DeAndre Ayton, I feel like he's in between the two. He's definitely not as good as like a Giannis, a Kristaps, and Miles Turner. Nowhere near as good, but I do think he's better than Hakeem because of his jump shot. They're similar cards, but I would give the slight edge to Hakeem. Talking about dark matter Embiid, we also have to talk about the 100 overall. I'll give the slight edge to the 100. Now, the 100 isn't like a lot better than his dark matter card, but it's definitely a better power forward than his dark matter. So I'm going to go 100 overall Bede in B tier, dark matter Bede in C tier. Talking about, I was going to say Invincible, but GOAT Kareem, yes, he's going to be an S tier. He's a GOAT card. He's got 40 legend badges. He's got a great jump shot, best sigs in the game. He's 7'2" at power forward with a great player model. It's, I think, the only GOAT card at the power forward position, so he's obviously going to be an S tier. Talking about the next power forward is going to be dark matter D-Rob, and I've come to not really like this card that much. I mean, I didn't mind him at first because I knew his jump shot was really bad and not as good as past years, and they really messed up D-Rob's jump shot. And I'm kind of surprised we haven't seen a new D-Rob in this game, whether it's an Invincible, whether it's 100 overall. I would be very shocked to not see a D-Rob card come out this Friday. I mean, we're getting 3 Invincibles. We're getting, what, 400 overalls each Friday. I don't see how we don't see a D-Rob very soon. Also a new Hakeem card I could see as well. Maybe not in the same set, but 2K needs to drop us some more center cards. Give us a 100 overall D-Rob. Don't even make him an invincible, because then he's going to be unaffordable, but make him a 100 overall card. He'll still be somewhat expensive, change his jump shot, and yes, he'll be expensive, but at least he'll be a center card that's somewhat affordable, but is going to be absolutely amazing. But yeah, I think for Dark Matter D-Rob, he's going to be in C tier. His jump shot's just not great, but his defense, his speed is all great, and he's 7'1" at the power 4 position. Pro Pass Tim Duncan, he's another easy A tier card. I don't know if he's an S tier card, just because, again, is he a top 5 power forward in this game? In my opinion, no. Do I think he's very, very good and close to the S tier category? 100%, just like Shaq, just like Kristaps. These cards are all very, very good at power forward. So I do think Pro Pass Tim Duncan is going to be an A. Now, Bill Walton, he's actually really good. I do like this Dark Matter Bill Walton card. They gave him great dribble sigs. They actually made this card really good. He's 6'11" at power forward, 7'3" wingspan, amazing defensive stats, badges. The speed's really good, 92 speed, 97 agility. All of the stats are really good besides the 3-ball only being an 87, but they actually gave him like the best dribble style in the game, the best escape, or at least one of the 2 best escapes. They gave him a solid size up, maybe not a great behind the back, but he's got Pro 2 fade, and it just really comes down to his jump shot. Like, if you can green with his jump shot, he is definitely, you know, a mid-tier power forward in this game. He's definitely very solid. I would take him over D-Rob, you know, Hakeem, and Joel Embiid. Bull, you guys know I'm not a huge fan of. I'll still put this card in C tier. I just hate his jump shot. I find his jump shot to be one of the worst in this game. I know he's 7'3" at power forward, right? He's 7'3" at power forward with a 7'7" wingspan. I can understand that, but I just do not like this card whatsoever when it comes to power forward or center, just because of that release. And also, I feel like he's not that great defensively, just in my personal opinion. 100 overall Serge Ibaka, you have to put in A tier as well, or at least wherever you're going to put Miles Turner, you have to put Serge, because they're pretty much the same card at power forward. Serge Ibaka actually has the best sigs in the game. Like, he's got Garland dribble style, C Francis size up, Kemba escape, Trey behind the back, Zach Levy moving step back. Those are the best dribble sigs in the game, with the best motion style, the best fade, and a very good jump shot. This is a power forward card that the only thing holding him back is his height. If this card was 7 foot or 7'1" at power forward, he would easily be in the S tier conversation. But having a 6'10" power forward in S, I just don't know if you can do this late in the year. That's why for now, I'm going to keep Serge Ibaka in the A tier category. Kevin Love, because of his size, I don't feel it can be any higher than C tier. That's pretty much my only reasoning is just because of his height. He's 6'8" at power forward, but he does have an extremely good jump shot. I might have to move him down to D tier. You just can't be 6'8" at this time of the year at the power forward spot. Moses Malone, he's going to be in D tier. He's on a bad power forward card, but we've just gotten some really good power forwards recently, and I feel like Moses Malone has dropped down the rankings quite a bit to the D tier category. Dino Raja is solid. I like Dino in C tier. He's a good power forward card. Nothing too crazy about him. Invincible Shaq, I mean, he's an invincible card. He's going to be as 100 overall with the best sigs in the game. A slightly worse jump shot. I actually do prefer the 100 overall Shaq's jump shot more than the Invincible, but the Invincible has so many better sigs, and it's just overall a much better power forward card. So I do think the Invincible is going to be an S, and the 100 overall Shaq is going to be an A. Dark Matter Jack Sigma, he's a good power forward card. He's a B tier guy. Nothing too crazy about him. He plays good defense with a solid jump shot. 100 overall Dirk, gotta throw him in A tier as well. I know Chet's on here as well, and Chet's pretty much on the same level as these guys. He's great defensively. They're both 7'1", I believe, right? I know Chet's 7'1". Is Dirk 7'1" too, or is he 7 foot in game? He's 7 foot. So he's 7 foot, Chet's 7'1", but Dirk does have a really good jump shot. They gave him a new base, the Tyler Smith base, which is a really good base in this game. Also has Pro 2 fade. He's got some decent sigs. He's great defensively. He gets good defensive animations. And Chet the exact same way, who's 7'1" and just an absolute beast defensively with his stats as badges, but also his animations defensively are some of the best in this entire game. Now, 100 overall Wilt is the card that I think is super close to S. If there's one card I would put from A into S, it would probably be Wilt Chamberlain, just because of his size, and that 8-foot wingspan is so valuable to have, whether it's at power forward, whether it's at center. And it just makes Wilt Chamberlain one of the best defensive cards in this game, also because of the animations that he gets defensively. But having that 8-foot wingspan is so valuable on Wilt, but I do think for now he's going to be an A tier. Talking about 100 overall, DeMarcus Cousins, he's a good power forward option, kind of like him in that B tier category. Zion Williamson, one of the worst power forwards in this game, gonna throw him in D tier. He's only 6'6" at the power forward position. Dark Matter Jaren Jackson Jr., he's good. I'm gonna go C tier probably though when it comes to Triple J. Talking about Anthony Davis, you know what? Anthony Davis is a decent power forward. He's better than I expected, but I still feel like C tier is where Anthony Davis is going to go. Kevin McHale, I know he's more of a small forward, but I wanted to include him on this tier list just because of how good of a card he is. And he is 6'10" with a 7'11" wingspan. There's no reason why you can't run this card at power forward. He's the exact same height as like pretty much a Miles Turner, a Serge Ibaka, right? Like, and he's got a much longer wingspan. 7'11" wingspan is so glitchy in this game, and they gave him like an incredible jump shot, Pro 2 fade, pretty much the best SIGs in this game with the best motion style. He's an elite power forward. I mean, because of his size, I don't know if you can put him in S tier, but he's an easy A tier power forward card if you guys do want to run him there. Sengun, not a huge fan of, gonna throw him in C tier. Marc Gasol is still very good, gonna go Marc Gasol in B tier. Talking about Dark Matter Sar, like him also in the B tier category. Invincible Wemby, I mean, you guys know where this card's going. He's 7'2" at power forward. I mean, he's the best card in the game. It's Invincible Wemby. 100 overall Chris Bosh. Never really was the biggest fan of this card. I just don't like his jump shot. For me personally, I'm going to throw Chris Bosh in C tier. Dark Matter Dikembe is going to go A tier for now. We're probably going to move some of these cards up into S, but for now, I do think Dikembe is an A. He's an elite defensive power forward card. He's got a really good jump shot. His player model is massive, and he's a really good rebounding card, especially on the offensive rebounds. Chris Anderson is good. I like Chris Anderson in C tier. Ben Wallace, I do like a lot just because of his size. I don't know if you can go any higher than C tier, but his jump shot is amazing. His defense is really good, and he's another great rebounding card. Dwight Howard, also going to be in C tier in my opinion, just because of his jump shot. Channing Frye going to be like in low. Channing Frye is probably D tier just because he's not that great, but I feel like he's decent for a pink diamond card. Willis Reed going to be in B tier. George Mikan going to be in C. Miles Turner also going to be in C. And then Bargnani, I would say, is probably also in the C tier category. So guys, when it comes to S and A, this is where it gets a little bit tricky because Kevin McHale as a card is probably an S tier, but I feel like at power forward you want some more size. Like cards like Wilt, cards like Dikembe, you know, cards like even 100 overall Shaq would be the first names I would throw in the S tier category just because of their size at that position. I feel like having size in this game is super valuable. If you're looking for more of an offensive power forward, Serge Ibaka, Miles Turner, Tim Duncan, those can be the guys to score the basketball for you. So I am going to put a little bit more cards in S just because it makes sense to me to have more than 5, because I think Dikembe, Wilt, and Shaq would be the best power forwards, like would be the power forwards I would choose in the A tier category. But again, in Kevin McHale, just run this card at small forward if you do have this card, but you can run him at power forward if you want to, and he would be probably an S tier power forward if you wanted to run him there. But for this list, I'm going to keep Kevin McHale in the A tier category. And yeah, guys, that's going to do it for my power forward list. I am just realizing now I did forget one power forward. I forgot Dark Matter Brad Miller. This card is extremely good at the power forward position. So if you guys wanted to run this card, he's very, very good. I would throw him probably in C and maybe B tier. He'd probably be B tier in my opinion. He's definitely very good at the power forward spot. But let me know what you guys think about this tier list down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.